Get ready, Sebastian. You got about 15 or 16 hours, Sebastian.
We just got back from surviving 2 15-plus hour flights with a 4-year-old. I needed a lot of coffee. We went from New York City to Hong Kong to Tokyo, and then Tokyo back to New York City. How we managed on the first leg of that trip is the focus of this video. But we're making movies about the entire trip itself and all of the adventures we had, the food we ate, and what we explored. So make sure to subscribe. Come on, let's do this. This is going to be a almost 24-hour in total travel experience. Not bad. Not bad, team. How you doing back there, Master Yoda? Alright, that's enough. Already made it through security. That was amazing, Sebastian. Everybody wanted to see your rocket suitcase. We flew out of Terminal 8 at JFK, which is much smaller than the main international terminal.
Mama, how do you like the roller?
But the Greenwich Lounge at least had some pretty good space for us to sit back and relax before the flight.
Welcome to the Greenwich Lounge. Yoga?
And most importantly, it has great views for kids. The goal here is to get our little man moving as much as possible. And to keep him entertained without a screen, because any of those rules for us disappear on a 15-plus hour flight. We also wanted to make sure he's well fed.
How's your watermelon, Sebastian?
There were pretty solid food offerings at the Greenwich Lounge, and I didn't even go as aggressive as some did that morning with getting beer.
Go potty before you get on the airplane though. You don't need to go this moment, but in 10 minutes, okay?
My son and I watched these planes and talked about what was going on the tarmac for a good 30 minutes while my wife had some me time to explore Terminal 8, which unfortunately didn't have quite the shopping offerings that she wanted.
No more beer, you're a baby.
We got 15 hours of this. Yeah, get ready, Sebastian.
And here's the spoiled child exploring his new apartment for the next 15-plus hours. Start with champagne, always. And the watch party begins. As a dad, it's a big responsibility to make sure that all the iPads are in your possession, that they're fully charged, and also that you have headphones. Not to mention easy access to books, toys, games, and stuffies. You always have to find the one stuffy or toy that they're looking for at the moment too. So make sure you know where everything is. At takeoff, we even pretended to fly the airplane. Spirits first. Let the reading party begin. Here was my selection for the trip, The Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Rubin, famous producer. I'm trying to rewire my corporate brain for a creative one, even though I've been away from the corporate world since late 2021. Walking trips around the airplane are essential, even if they result in false alarms for the bathroom. We started with an amuse-bouche. He didn't need it. Next was a soup course. also didn't eat it. Thankfully though, he liked these nuts. Bloody Mary for Dad to go with my Chinese menu selection as we prepare for Hong Kong. It was the first time any of us were going there and we were absolutely ecstatic. To escape boredom, we kept throwing different activities at him. Now we're pretending to fly the plane. Thankfully, this fruit and cheese course helped. He ate most of it. The chair resulted in some good games for a while. But then came the hard part, and this is an essential part of any long flight. You have to get your child to sleep at some point. Mama has special powers when it comes to this because she's got, frankly, more patience than I do. Our son was also struggling to lay flat in the seat. Well, he wasn't so much struggling as just not wanting to do it. I think he felt like he was losing control to some degree if he was laying too flat. But then he couldn't really sleep like this, sitting up.
She was going to trip on me.
Eventually though, he went down. But he was up again in about 2 hours because remember, it was just basically like a long nap for him and his brain. But when he woke up, he was feeling a little needy and he needed his mama, so he went over and sat with her, which is one of the most frustrating parts of buying a separate plane ticket for a child under 5 years old. They're almost rarely in the seat. From that point on, he didn't even really want to sit in his own seat. He even fell asleep on his mother, and by the time we landed, he was absolutely wiped out. One of the Hong Kong border officials even came up to him with one of those thermometers that you just put on their head because he was crying so much they thought he was sick. But you just gotta roll with it, and as a parent, it's really important to enter one of these long-haul travel journeys with the expectation that things will go wrong, and that, in fact, likely many things will go wrong. But you know, we made it. And yes, I know, flying in business class helps, but the same principles of keeping your child busy, entertained, lots of snacks, all of that applies, regardless of whether you're flying in business, first, coach, whatever. Because not even a 4-year-old can watch a movie or TV show for 15 straight hours. And if they do, they'll probably go crazy. Now on to Hong Kong. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our adventures, and thanks for watching. See you on the next one.